right, so let's see, I filmed last night when we got beta version 10.5. I know that's actually been out for, I think, since the 21st, but I just got it yesterday. So this is my first day drive with it. Actually, I took it out a little earlier. I was going to film going to the doctor this morning, but it was the middle of rush hour, it was a little early, and I hadn't had coffee, so I wanted to actually pay attention a little more than I would have if I just had a camera set up. The one that I had before was wobbly, so I went and got this mount. So hopefully everything's a little more stable, less of a distraction, so I'm just going to be able to pay attention to driving and not have to worry about something falling over or not. So with that, let's go ahead and get into drive. And then we're going to go ahead and get to a position where it can start. I have us going to, there we go. And at this point, the car is driving itself. That's what the little blue circle means. I know if you're watching this channel, you've probably already watched a ton of these, so you'll understand what you're seeing on the screen. We're looking at, of course, the map of where we're going. I picked an arbitrary place, some motorcycle shop in Claremont, Florida. So we're driving there from Howie. And you can see all the visualizations. Hopefully you got a good clear view of the screen. And this time, hopefully you can see a little bit out the windshield, unlike the last video where it was pretty much just pitch black. And the weird camera angle, because the mount I was using just, well, it sucked, frankly. So hopefully this is a little bit better, and we'll go from there. Some things that I did want to mention: the beta is actually spectacular. My first impressions in general are that this is a giant leap. If you're coming from having just the normal full self-drive, this is something that it's mind-boggling how more advanced this is than what you have in your vehicle right now. I would still say we're out of the 5 levels of full self-driving. Obviously, we're still at a level 3, but we're damn close to a level 4. It's really impressive what the team at Tesla has been able to do. I know there's always a lot of criticism. I'm a heavy investor into their stock. If you've watched my channel at all before, you know that it's one of my favorite stocks. And I pretty much follow Elon on a lot of things he does. So anyway, without going too far into that, really exciting to see the progress. And I know the little thing keeps popping up. I'm getting better about hand placement. That was a weird phantom braking. I've learned, I think I have to rest my hand actually on the console itself. If you can see this part of the steering wheel, I've got my left hand on the top part of that. So we'll see. That truck just drove right off the road. Hopefully he's not too heavy. No, he looks okay. Okay. The off-roads here, it's sugar sand in a lot of places. So a heavy vehicle like that big truck you saw, there's a good chance they're just going to sink down to the axle. The fire truck I own, I had that exact thing happen to me on the front left end of it, and it was just miserable getting it pulled out. Now we should be making a left up here in a moment, so let's see how it handles this. Please don't kill me. Come on, no, you gotta get over. All right, we're gonna have to take over, or we're gonna get killed by a truck behind us. And we'll send that. All right, back in autopilot land. All right, coming up to a roundabout. We're only going to be on a small portion of it for this part of the trip. And we'll see how she does. Don't stop all the way. Don't stop all the way. That's actually pretty good. And we're actually going to be pulling up to where I set the marker. So let's see what it does as we pass. It says we're here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take over. So I have us going to the Mission Inn Golf Pro Shop, which is a good hike from here. So I'll probably be quiet for a bit of it, so it'll be a fast ride, but I'll of course stop it if there's any issues, so you get a chance to see and hear what I am seeing. All right, it's putting its blinker on. I do live in the country, by the way, for those of you seeing the sign in front of me. There's not much I can say, do not go. Okay, that's a problem. You'll see why in a moment. Yeah, we wouldn't have made that. All right. Yeah, now we can go. All right, we have to take over again. Okay. It's interesting because I've heard people saying that the city driving is harder on these. I don't think either is harder or easier. They each have such unique challenges. It's amazing the different challenges that the AI is going to have to learn to overcome. Because you think these are nice, wide open roads. Now I'm not going to adjust the speed limit in this case. I'm going to see what it does. I'm just going to have my hand on the wheel just in case I have to take over in an emergency. And I mean more than just the normal hand at the bottom. So you know, as long as that blue thing's on, I'm not driving. If I do anything, you know, to move the vehicle, it's definitely going to move. I guess I don't have to do it that hard, but you get the idea. So, and occasionally we'll go around turns and you'll see my hand on this side, my right hand will grab, and that's frankly just out of extra caution. The last thing that anyone needs to do is be in an accident and hurt someone. You know, I'll give it some credit. I was a little nervous, as you noticed, coming through the first time, but this isn't too bad. It seems to be slowing down. Now that I say this, we're probably going to go off this little ledge here. Oh, good. All right, we're going to be coming up to a roundabout in 1,500 feet. At least that's what the sign says. So we'll see how we do. I am going to let the car determine the appropriate speed, as scary as that sounds. Last time it did pretty good, but all it was a simple right. This is 3/4 of this that we're going to have to do. All right, it's in. It's still in. It's still in. It's doing good. Not great, but good. RV decided it didn't want to yield. That's okay. Hey. There we go. Pushing on the steering wheel and pushing a button at the same time. Just an odd thing. Oh, whoa, phantom braking from hell. Now this is a very tricky intersection, even though it looks fairly straightforward. There have been numerous fatalities here, so we are definitely not going to be one, but it's not as simple and easy as it looks, especially since it's, in a sense, a 55 mile an hour road that we're about to turn right on. So the car will have to be assertive. Creeping forward. All right, we are clear on the left side. Okay, so it noticed. That's interesting. The message, I paused for a moment, and I'll see if I can blow it up. The message was, it's a high-speed cross street. This is a 55-mile-an-hour street, so I had to tap the accelerator pedal or hit the stalk to let it know that it was safe to proceed. I can appreciate that, especially at the stage we're at right now. That's, again, keeping us from accidentally jumping out in front of something that the car can't see as well, but that at 55 miles an hour, or realistically, let's be honest, people are doing 65 on this road, at least up until they get into Howie. But they're doing 65 on this road, so it's very easily they could catch us unawares if we make that right turn without really thinking about it. So I'm good with that. That works for me for right now. Hopefully, obviously, things will get better. I'm betting that in the future we're going to see on a lot of the Teslas, the newer ones, of course. I doubt they'll retrofit, but I would anticipate we're going to get at least 4 to 8 additional cameras over and above what we have right now. And in many cases, there'll be dual camera setups. This way, there's a good distance vision, a good close in, as well as enough distance between the two spread that there's a good three-dimensional look into the world around it. And I'm betting we're going to see cameras on the front facing to the sides, as well as the rear's exactly the same on the rear portion. This way, as the nose starts to peek out a little bit, the car has full visibility then. It's not waiting for the pillar cameras that are just behind my head, actually, to see what's going on. All right, some phantom braking there. Don't know why, but I'm sure the folks at Tesla will figure it out. All right, here comes our left turn. Let's see how we do. We're gonna have to get over. Yes, we do. Okay, let's not hit anything head on. Okay, I didn't have to intervene. That's good news. I am curious if it figures out. Well, there is a car in front of us, so hopefully we sort of follow the direction it does, and we don't try and go down the out exit, but I can correct that if we do. All right. It's amazing still how much it sees. All right, it figured it out. Although this is not a 40. Let's drop this down to 15 to 20. All right. There's nothing coming. I think the speed limit's 15, so we'll see. I will say I'm impressed how well it handles this in general. This isn't easy for the AI, for the software. I'm giving it a lot of latitude right now. All right, it knows. Oh, it's going to keep trying to drive. Okay, let's see how we do here. We're going to slow way down though. Don't hit the Maserati. Or the curb. All right, it actually drove us right to the door. I cannot wait till the day we can just get out of our car, go inside to have dinner at Legends or Knickers, and just let the car go park itself. That's going to be fun. All right, let's drop this out. All right, so some last minute thoughts. The visualization is fantastic. The car's ability to drive itself is still, obviously, we're not there. It's not, at some point though, you can definitely see we're all going to be able to sit in the back seat or in a passenger seat, or even, you know, have the steering wheels fold in and under, which is, you know, probably why that yoke steering wheel is designed the way it is, because it's easier to tuck away and it stays out of your way in general since you're not going to be using it. That's actually going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. I don't think that day's anytime within the next few months, but I can definitely say within the next set of years, we're going to get there. Now, the exciting part is, since I have the beta now, it makes me wonder, okay, how many other people have the beta? If they added, you know, 1,000 more, 10,000 more, 50,000 more, how many more people are going to be driving? And for every one of us who gets the beta and then goes out and uses it and reports any issues we're having, that's just going to make the AI dojo system that much more powerful and that much more efficient at helping us all be a little safer on the road. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how to do that. And I will see you next time.